Hello everyone, and welcome to a new video, new reading. So today in this reading, this is a little different than what I normally do readings on, because you guys, I'm based on doing readings on celebrities, but upon getting this request, it intrigued me and I wanted to see what I can get on my end that pertains to this case. Maybe hopefully say something that is a little different than what is being shared to the public regarding this case. So in this video, we're going to be doing a quick tarot/oracle reading on Sebastian Rogers. So let me tell you guys right off the bat that I myself was unaware of this missing person. I know that this case resides in the state of Tennessee, which is from the U.S. Upon doing my research, I was thinking that this was a case that was from the U.K. and I don't know. I'm thinking like either the UK was talking about this, possibly, because at times they do share missing persons stories in their, I would say, in their country, versus when, if it was on CNN or IN, they would be telling us about things that were going on overseas. So I could have had clicked on a page that was talking about the sweet boy in the state of the UK. Upon doing my research, this is a picture of Sebastian Rogers. And from what my understanding is that he is a teenage boy. He is 15 years old and currently he is missing at this time. He has been missing since February 26th of 2024. He was last seen in Summer County, Tennessee. He's 5'5", and he is also discovered that he is autistic. So that is another issue. And I was completely unaware of that as well. So throughout this time with him being missing, from what my understanding, the people within the state of Tennessee and probably within the other states as well, I'm taking a guess that they had took their part into trying to find this young man. And I see pictures of his parents. So these are Sebastian Rogers' parents. This is his mother and his stepfather, Katie and Chris Proudfoot. And they had said that they felt this is overwhelming, helpless and hopeless grief following the disappearance of their 14-year-old son in Hendersonville, Tennessee. So they had done some interviews and they had talked about it and shared their heartbreak, their frustration as to where their son is. So these are some more pictures that I found upon the web of Sebastian with his teachers. And from the looks of it, he is a very loved boy. And yet people don't really understand like how this could happen, how a 15-year-old boy could suddenly vanish without a trace. I didn't really want to go into like a whole lot within the story. I told you guys in the last reading that I did on Gene Hackman that I didn't really want to go into within the story itself, because I want to know, like, spirit wise, what are the things, or what were the things that were allegedly, keep in mind that everything is alleged, that was alleged going on within this case. So far, Sebastian Rogers have not been found. As of now, he has not been found. It's recently that he had turned 16 years old. And the Amber Alert for him remains active nearly 10 months after his disappearance. I would say it's close to a year because we are in April. So if he was missing, he's been missing since February 26, 2024. It has been a year now since his disappearance. And so far the case is ongoing. So, you guys, so what I'm planning on doing is that I am, I'm going to go to the tarot first to see what cards I can pull out pertaining to the tarot. I have 3 tarot decks at hand. I have my tarot card set that, my actual tarot card set. I have gotten my new tarot deck, which is the Black Tarot. And they're very interesting, very, very interesting. And I also have my Supernatural Tarot card deck. And I have some other oracle cards here. I have my True Emotional. I have my Haunted House. Also have my Haunted House tarot card deck to try to get, see if I could, what kind of, like pictures that those cards may pertain. Now, I tell you about my tarot that when you are using multiple tarot card decks and 2 of them come out, let's just say the 10 of swords, and they come out double or even triple, that is a strong indication. Then that is what spirit is leaning me towards, for me to articulate it on my end. If you guys that comes across this video and you know any different, just please feel free to share your thoughts and your opinions, whatever that we can to bring to find out what has happened to this young man, to bring him home to his family, hopefully that he is safe. Okay, so that is what we're going to do. So with that being said, let me stop my talking because I've been talking for 7 minutes with this intro. So we're going to move on with a disclaimer. Disclaimer, please keep in mind that everything in this reading pertaining to the ongoing case, the missing case of Sebastian Rogers, is declared 100% alleged unless it is confirmed by the person's mentioned. So unless it's confirmed, by the police or by the detective, everything what I'm saying is declared 100% alleged. Again, you guys, you're more than welcome to share your thoughts and opinions. The only thing that I ask you is to please be respectful. No rude or negative comments will not be tolerated on this channel, on this video. You will be blocked and you will be removed from my channel. With that being said, we're going to get started. Alright guys, I am back. So as always, I took the knowledge to save up a little bit more time, and I had took out some cards. These are, of course, coming from my tarot. We have, of course, my Haunted House tarot card deck, which is not new to some, but if this is your first time on my channel, these are tarot from my Haunted House tarot card deck. These below are from a new card deck I had purchased a couple weeks ago called the Black Tarot card deck. And alongside, there are oracles here. I don't want to move my camera around and show them, but I had took them out, and I just want to say, you guys, allegedly, this is all alleged. Please keep in mind that everything is alleged. They may contain it could be some things that were not known, because that's why I asked Spirit to please show me, share with me certain things that may not have been known to the media. Of course, I don't know if they already have been known, but I don't want to show my camera to look around. I'm just going to show it to you, and I have to be discreet because due to the fact that this video is on YouTube and that may do that from time to time. But due to the fact that this video is on YouTube, that I really have to be discreet because I don't want to get YouTube's attention regarding this. Again, everything is alleged. So we're going to get started. So you notice in the background I do have a picture of Sebastian, and let me move him a little closer. Okay, so we're going to get started. So we're going to start from my Haunted House Tarot, and again, if there's anything that resonates with any of these tarot cards, from what I see, because I do see there are some keywords and some cards that do resonate with the tarot card that Spirit had made pop out of that. Now I shuffled and they popped out. This is not something that, okay, I pulled at random. They popped out. So, all right, so let's get started. So this is the first card I have here. So the first tarot card we have the Queen of Cups and the Upright, and the Queen of Cups represents a mature feminine angel of water, rules with deep understanding and grace. She dives deep and ascends the greatest heights of understanding you. The keywords from behind this card are empathic, nurturing, and emotional. This card also suggests and also advises that you, the Queen of Cups, advises you to listen closely to others. Let them express their feelings freely. You can find understanding by practicing compassionate listening. This card also simply say, take care of whomever needs you. So this tarot card was the first card, of course, that came out. And to me, I find it odd as to why this card came out along with what the other cards do show. But I feel like the reason why the Temperance card came out, it represents, now, from what I get a feeling of, it's representing not Sebastian himself, and I also feel not by his parents, but I'm feeling that it resonates regarding the other people that is surrounding this case. Like, just, you guys just picture Sebastian's parents in the middle, and circling around them are the detectives, people who are interested in the case themselves, trying to see what it is that they can do to help out. The people that are so like emotionally drawn to this case that they resonate with this case, whatever the case may be. I feel that this card represents that, because you see it is the Queen of Cups. You see she's an angel, like an angel with wings. So I feel that this card came out because anyone that feels like that they have a hunch, anyone that feels that they feel like anyone, the people's closest to that particular person, could have something to do with it, and you're feeling it on an empathic level, that is what this card is representing to you. So you have the angel, you have the Queen of Wands coming into your dreams, within your sleep. Let's say, for example, there could be like a detective that is invested in this case, and let's say he's having dreams that he's having this certain feeling in his gut, like, okay, something is not right. This young man has been missing for over a year, and there could be little signs and little tricks there that is telling him, or could be telling other people who are invested in this case, like something is not right. Something appears very sketchy. So she comes in, or comes to people who are intuitive, that just have like a certain feeling in their gut that they feel like, okay, something is not right here. So I feel that this presence comes to people letting you know, like, hey, something ain't right. Something is not right with this case overall. Like, something is very sketchy. The next card that we have the Eight of Swords in the upright. And the Eight of Swords represents fear, anxiety, variation, the feeling of being controlled, powerless, being restricted or silenced, victim mentality, not being able to see clearly, feeling stuck in a situation. Now, I also want to keep in mind, and I apologize, you guys, for me not mentioning this, but the Angel card, the Queen of Cups card, and this, along with these other three, I asked Spirit what was the energy that was surrounding Sebastian Rogers prior to his disappearance. I am getting a feeling, and this is a strong indicator, and this is the first card, and you guys will see in this card here, I'm pointing my finger, and the next card over, I'm getting a sense that behind the scenes, allegedly, there was a case of okay, I'm just gonna put it on the screen because I don't want to say it too loud. But there is a strong indicator, and okay, I'm just going to show it to you. Okay? And this came from the parents. Okay? I'm going to flat out say allegedly. This is coming from. Okay? So, because you see how this woman is tied down. You see she's bound, tied down, feeling stuck, not sure what to do. You have fear. You know, your fears. Say, for example, your fear of making a mistake. Otherwise, you'll get punished for it. And you're in this predicament, feeling anxiety and feeling fear. Fear, being scared. Fear. Okay. Alrighty. So we have the Eight of Swords. Now, let me show you this other card, what I have here. Let's look at this card. We have the Devil card in reverse. Devil card in reverse. It enslaves the lovers with her jealousy. Perhaps she enslaves herself. Are you the devil or the victim? What or who holds the power over you? Shadow, darkness, power, control, temptation, obsession, hedonism, deception. More definition behind this card reads as follows. It represents anxiety, depression, and guilt, overcoming addictions and obsession, the end of a toxic circle, break of chains, confronting inner fears and anxiety, hiding your darkest self from others, realizing what is negative and no longer serving you, gaining control, seeking help and support, acceptance of self and thoughts of desire. So you guys see that this is really interesting, especially the part that says, are you the victim or are you the devil? Guys, let me show you this real quick. I'm going to put this on over to the side. Let me show you some cards that we have here. Now, these are more cards that represents the parents. See, we have toxic. We have toxic. So this right here shows me that there appears to be, allegedly there was a toxic, it was a toxic environment. Toxic environment for Sebastian. We also have another card. Let's keep this allegedly. And these cards that came out, we have doing drugs and we have sex shop. So we have sex shop, we have doing drugs. Keep in mind, you guys, everything's alleged. Let's see what else I can show you. Let me show you guys this card too. We have fraud. We have fraud. We also have, and I may go back to this oracle card here. This is very interesting. We have power supply. Power supply. So when I pulled out the power supply, when I pulled out this card, this was giving me a hunch that there could have been some issues within the household. It could have been a period. Now keep in mind, guys, we've been through a pandemic and we are still trying to overcome that. And we have a lot of people to this day that are in debt from their homes, from not having a job, not working enough, and let's just say not working enough or not taking time to get a job or not having a job, and your bills be far behind. This is the feeling what I got with the power supply, that there could have been a predicament where within the household of Sebastian, between Sebastian and his parents, allegedly it could have been a predicament where money wasn't really going through. There was no money going through in between them. And there was a sense where allegedly like either fraud or they could have done something to prompt it being. It's either that they allegedly they had sent fraud on someone, like there's like a fraud alert or something, like a credit card, whatever the case may be. And they could have done that because they could have been struggling with the bills. I got a hunch with this here that this is something to do with somebody who is struggling with the bills. And the reason why allegedly they could have been struggling with bills is because of, but mainly, also they always said sex and drugs are the devil. Let's go on to this card here. So we have the next card. We have the Nine of Cups. So we have the Nine of Cups here, and the Nine of Cups represents harmony and satisfaction in our interactions. Friendships and family bonds feel strong and nurturing. We are likely to experience moments of joy and mutual support with our social cycle. So with this card here, the first thing that I notice is that you see that there appears to be a man, right? There's a man holding a wine bottle. That's what caught my attention with this card. And I feel like that this could have been like, ooh, once you guys see the cards, I'm telling you. I feel like that when it comes from the parents, I get a feel that they felt like that they were better off with just them being by themselves without Sebastian. I'm gonna say again, alleged. I had to put alleged Jeff on here. That they would feel better being in harmony by themselves than rather having Sebastian. And keep in mind, I'm not sure if Sebastian has any other relatives or it's just himself. If you guys are familiar with the story, I'm getting the feeling that he does not have any relatives, no other siblings. He's the only child, and due to the fact of him being artistic, that could stem another issue. That could have been like the sense of stress and anxiety. Guys, let me show you this as well. Here's another side of these cards as well. We have See, under pressure, anxiety, decisions, time is running out. So this allegedly is coming from the parents' energy. It's coming from the parents' energy that they're feeling under pressure, anxiety. Let me show you these two. And these two start like the big whammy here. Let me show you these. We have knowing they fucked up. And we have this one. Already knowing the tea. Okay? Allegedly. So you guys, you see that even with this card here, they feel like they have harmony. You do see that there is a feeling of being under pressure. Now, upon my research, it is discovered that the parents of Sebastian Rogers, they had moved. And due to the fact that they had moved, people are finding it sketchy. They're really, really sketchy. And I feel like that, well, I'm not even going to detail what you guys will see in the cards, but that is very, very sketchy that they had decided to move. As let me show you this right here. Like, even though they're under pressure, see, we have, it's complicated, more complex than it seems. Like, it's complicated. We have keeping up with appearances, and acting like everything is fine. See, acting everything's fine when there is more to the story. There's more to the story, allegedly. So let's see with this card here. Now, this card is very, very interesting too. This is the last card. We have the Five of Swords. Now, you guys take a look at this picture. Look at this picture here. Just look at it very carefully. You see the lady holding a knife. Do you see the lady holding a knife? And she's holding a knife because she's ready to... The girl here that is holding on to... You see, guys, toxic environment. So the Five of Swords, coming from the booklet, the Five of Swords is the cruelty. The head maid wields her weapons freely and with pleasure, causing pain and agony as delicate balance is disrupted. Revenge, defeat, drama, uncertainty, sorrow. So you see, guys, this card definitely represents that. Again, I feel that behind closed doors, and I feel like people did not notice because they had put up, there is a persona, that there was a toxic energy that was surrounding this child prior to his disappearance. And what I feel, as you guys will see, the reason of his disappearance. There's a lot of toxicity, a lot of going on. And it could be allegedly possible also that this could be one of the cases where the mother was a what do you call it? Oh God, what do you call it? I feel like that the mother was she was fearful. That she's fearful, she's weakling, she's weak sauce, as I call it, like a person who's weak, who stands there and allow the other person to do what they do because she has that fear. To go into a little bit more depth of this card, the Five of Swords in tarot represents conflict, tension, and loss. It indicates that you are engaging in a disagreement or struggle, and while you may win the argument, you could also be the loser due to how you handle the situation. In health, it signifies mental stress and anxiety. See, guys, goes back to that under pressure card. The more definitions represents trickery based on envy and jealousy, sour relationships, loss and defeat, losing reputation, respect, and dignity, losing more than what you asked for, aggression, bullying, hospitality, and imitation, disagreements, arguments, and defeat, conflicting change. So you see, guys, this card represents overall, again, represents the tension that allegedly was going on within the home. Let's look at the Black Tarot. Let's look at these 4 cards here. Let's see, so in the first card that we have the Tower card in reverse. So the Tower card represents a sudden unexpected change that takes something we have built over time and rather quickly forces us to start over or reset. The Tower is the 16th encounter for the Fool, teaching the lesson that life is as construct and at any time can be blown up, forcing us to make unexpected adjustments. Upright reverse, unexpected change, sudden catastrophe, and traditions failing. Very, very interesting. Really interesting. So it shows to me that what people thought was like a perfect household, something very drastic had happened. And because of that, one's walls, they feel like that they're crashing down, that they're falling down, crashing down around them. This could stem from the reasons why that all of a sudden now they want to make a run for it. Like they feel like that the pressure is becoming too much. Let me see. I'm just curious about the news about his parents leaving. Let's see how long ago that was. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Okay, so it states that in an interview, a podcast by Nancy Grace, it said that Katie and Chris Proudfoot were asked to confirm reports that they had packed an RV, left their home in Hendersonville. According to Chris Proudfoot, he says he's going back to work on his decision to leave. So there is a video. I will actually leave the link in the description below, claiming that, allegedly saying, did they commit a crime? So basically it seems like after his disappearance, which was February the 26th, 2024, almost a month after, his parents decide to leave home. Sebastian Rogers' parents confirming leaving home amid son's research, which is weird, but you guys will see in the cards later. So it appears that, guys, I feel that something has happened. Something did happen to Sebastian, and it happened in the presence of the parents. But I have to say allegedly, but from what I see, yes, something did happen. The next card that we have the 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands in the reverse. And the 6 of Wands represents losses, failure, moving backwards instead of forwards, unrecognized identity, power and fame hungry, egotistical, being unable to take constructive criticism or honest feedback, a sudden downfall, taking recognition of other people's wins, 1 step forward, 2 step back, losing followers, fans, and supporters, arrogant and stuck up about achievements, follower, loss of reputations, delay in success and achievement, unsuccessful investments and campaigns. So There's a lot of synthesis pertaining to the Six of Wands, especially in reverse, that it indicates a lot of losses. Like the key word to this reading, I noticed, it indicates losses, like losses, failure. That goes back to the fraud card, that I feel that there was allegedly some financial issues that could have been going on in this situation. As I was doing another reading, guys, through the reading, another thought had popped into my head, but I don't want to go into detail with it because it indicates a magician card, and I'll tell you what I think about it in a moment. But yeah, this card symbolizes losses of winnings. More definitions. It says, in general context, the Six of Wands reverse represents losing, failure, lack of achievement, recognition, endurance, confidence, and support. When reverse is a minor arcana card of the mob or pack mentality, being a follower or being hunted. So it's alleged that someone is currently being hunted, and what I feel like the parents are being hunted. Allegedly, the parents are being hunted about this sudden incident. Okay. All right. I just want to show you that. I can't even talk. I'm telling you, I guess. I can't even talk. So, okay, we have the Six of Wands. The next tarot card we have the Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords is a big whammy. The Seven of Swords indicates deception, lies, trickery, cheating. This card also signifies mental manipulation, tactics, scheming, cunning, enemies who masquerade as friends and spy in your camp. The minor arcana is a minor arcana of dangerous or risky behavior. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's go into more definitions. Being used for reputation or a circus show. Someone is not being truthful to you. Can represents lies, deceit from someone. Be careful who you trust. The fact of a situation, it is not all there. Misinformation. Misinformation. Illegal business activities being hidden. Corruption, deception in the workplace, betting, gambling, sneaking around behind people's back. There is more going on than what is being said. Where is it at? Let me show you guys these two real quick. Let me place this down. Let me show you these two. There is more going on than what is being said. We have cover up. Cover up. Look at this really well, guys. Cover up. And we have the real story. The true story will come to light. Okay, so keep that in mind. Allegedly, this could be a prediction. Double cross. You may face being betrayed or being double crossed. Now, here's the thing. Allegedly, the parents are involved in this. Allegedly, they could be attacked where one will go against the other. One will try to rat the other one out. You know how they do. You know how lawyers will talk to one and then another lawyer talks to the other, and they be trying to crisscross and trying to turn the person on, basically turn them against each other, saying that, he did it. No, she did it. He wanted this to happen. No, she wanted this to happen because she was tired of all this, blah, 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 blah. You guys get what I'm saying? So there is going to be a little bit of that. There's also a case where I see, guys, I see left you hanging, no closure, no contact, left on red. It could be one of those cases where if the going gets a little too hot, if it gets a little too hot, one may try to leave, try to escape. But the real story, the truth will come into light. The truth will come into light with us. We have crossing paths. Let's look at this one. So this card came out. We have crossing paths. It says a designated encounter is about to happen between you and someone. So it's either, and this comes from like the parents' energy. So it's either someone is going to end up, they're going to end up crossing paths with them or one of them. And it says a designated encounter is about to happen between you and someone. It could be someone that is very close, and they could tell them, like, this has been going on for over a year. It's eating you up inside. I feel like you should come clean with it. Put this case to rest. And it could be towards the mother, or it could be towards the stepfather in this situation. I feel like that it's coming from the mother's end. Like, it could be the mother, like, she may give up and she may, you know, say, okay, this has been eating me out alive, I'm going to tell the honest truth. Or it may come out with, well, as I show you the cards, y'all, as I show you the cards. Okay, we also have, let me show you this one as well. We have bumping heads. So allegedly, the parents at times could be bumping heads regarding this situation, you know, under pressure, bumping heads, all of that. Okay, so I'm going to put that card aside. So the last card here, we have the last card here. The last card, the Magician card. And it says, when the Magician card appears in the upright, it symbolizes manifestation, power, and resourcefulness. This card signifies the ability to turn ideas into reality, confidence, and skill. Manifestation and creation. The Magician represents harnessing energy to bring dreams to life. I keep looking at the words like a manifestation and will, and I wasn't really sure about as to why this card had came out. This could be one of the methods from what I feel. Now, when I was looking at the card, I was thinking of, you know, I told you guys there was a fraud card. There is a, you know, allegations of allegations of using illegal substances, like, you know, sex and illegal substances and whatnot. But if it's something to do like with life insurance, according to life insurance, you have to have the body of a person in order to claim life insurance. Okay? Now, I don't know if the fraud card was something to do with, because, you know, we hear these cases about people making fraudulent claims on life insurance, and I feel like that they should be better than that. Everything should be strict, because people had, you know, they have and they still doing all kinds of dumb shit to get money. That could be one of the options. Another option also is that there could be a sense of feeling how the parents felt with, allegedly how the parents felt with the burden of having Sebastian around, allegedly, due to the fact that he has disabilities. It can be stressful to a parent or to parents in general, and then they want to do other things. So That could be another reason for the parents to, as you guys will see within the cards, what I got, to, take them out of the equation and having the freedom to do whatever it is that they want. Guys, let me show you this card here. Along with this magician card, we have a side hustle. The side hustle now, from what I see, when they had left, they said that they had left a month or so after Sebastian's disappearance, that the stepfather went to hustle, because it felt as though that he either couldn't do it without the mom, or again, this is something that they both wanted to do, but they know they couldn't do it. Of course, no one cannot travel with you. I mean, like, you can, but you got to go from school to school. There may be something that there's no money to hire a tutor, and he's a special needs teenager, so there could have been a situation where they could not be able to afford that. So that part right there became a burden. Due to the fact that this had happened, that there appears to be like a manifestation, since it is alleged that he got out of, they both got out of the responsibility of Sebastian, considering the fact that he's still missing. Alright, so those are all the tarot cards that I have for you guys. So let me show you the remaining tarot cards, what I got, okay? And I have to warn you, I say this again, I've been saying this all through the video, that everything is alleged with this sweet baby. But this is what the cards are telling me. Everything is alleged. And if you don't want to hear my opinion after everything from what I talked about up to this point, I'm going to ask you to click away right now. Okay? Click away. So let's look at these cards on the left here. I'm just going to drag them over. Okay, so these are some cards that came from my True Crime Oracle card deck, and this is what I got. So the first card that we have gift. The reason what I feel why the gift card came out, and this is where I had gotten a hunch that gave me an indicator that Sebastian was being abused, okay, and neglected, abused, allegedly. And it's those moments where, you know how you would hurt a child and you'll say like, oh, you're sorry, you won't do it again. And how about if I go to the store and I get you something you really like what do you really want? So this could have been a pattern where allegedly this could have happened, and they will reward Sebastian allegedly. The next card that we have trapped. So it goes back to what I was saying earlier about being as though you're being tied down in chains. You're scared. Your anxiety is through the roof. You don't know what to do. You're scared of doing anything. In order for you not to get hurt, in order for you not to be punished. So this could be allegedly what Sebastian was feeling. Let's see. So the next card that we have, let me reach over here. So I took out some cards from my the Place Oracle card deck, and this is one of the cards that I got. We have Cinema, Silver Screen, Theater, Movie Night, Film Festival. So when I looked upon this here, this is telling me that I feel on the night of Sebastian's disappearance, it's alleged that he may have went to a movie. He may have went to a movie and may have saw a movie prior to his, because keep in mind, guys, this is the energy that is surrounding him before he went missing. So it's giving me an indicator that before he went missing, he went to a cinema, he went to see a movie, allegedly. The next card after that, we have Frigid Realm, Icy, Wilderness, Arctic Wonders, Polar Extremes. So this card could indicate that, okay, it was cold winter time, which it was in February. It's still cold. That Sebastian went missing, of course. Of course, we already know that. So I feel as though this card is resonating with that. Like throughout the winter, that was when he went missing. Okay, so these are the 3 big whammies here. We have the next card. Assassination. Okay. Allegedly. Assassination. The next card that we have institution. Now, in the institution card, I can't really pinpoint. Yes, Sebastian is artistic. The parents could have thought about putting him into an institution, or this energy could stem between one parent or the other, indicating that they have some kind of like a mental illness or a mental disorder, I would say like a hidden mental disorder between them. And the last one, you guys, we got burial. So allegedly, you guys, we have burial. I'm still hoping for good news. It's been over a year. And he is still not have been found. And going back to the beginning, like I told y'all that going back to the Queen of Cups, it's telling you guys like, yo, something is not right. And I want to tell you guys this too. This is why I feel like what happened. I feel like that it was more to it than me. Sorry, don't judge a book by its cover. In the house before Sebastian's disappearance was pure darkness. Behind this boy's smile could have been turmoil. And it was one night where what I feel, he was taken to a cinema to get him comfortable. He was taken home. This could have been allegedly one of those episodes of the illegal substances, because we hear a lot of stories how illegal substances can fuck with a person's mind. They don't know what they're doing. until they know it's too late, till they know they fucked up. Going back to that card. So, what happened? Okay. Burial. And I feel like what they try to do, allegedly, covering up, you have fire. There is scorching lands, blazing sun and deserts, searing heat, patched earth. Now, this does not mean that, but we don't know that. I'm not going to say that. Because it is alleged they took an RV. Okay? It took an RV and took off. I don't know what is the update. If you guys know, let me know that down in the comments. Another theory, they could have took off with and buried it, set on fire, getting rid of evidence. Following after that card, we have heartbreak. Yeah, heartbreak. And you notice that right here, the heart is on fire. See how that resonates? And all this time, I didn't even notice that the heart was on fire. As many times I use these cards, but it blends in. You see how that blends in? Okay. I'm going to move this over aside, okay? Alright, let me show you these final 5 cards, okay? Before we wrap this up. We have I love you. And we have feelings. I love you. And the feelings. We have this one right here, which is very interesting. We have getting readings. Now, it could be alleged that the parents are trying to see if a psychic tarot reader is picking up the alleged things similarly to what has happened allegedly. So it could be looking, getting readings, checking it out. And the last one guys, and I did show you this one already, but this blends in what closes everything out. We have unexpected news. Unbelievable news will shatter your expectations. So somewhere down the line, you guys are going to get the truth, the real truth of what happened to Sebastian. And it will shatter your expectations. Because again, the real story, the true story will come into light. Alright, so to add a little bit more to this story, let me move this camera over so we get a clear view. I got my yes or no oracle cards, and I just want to ask, since you guys heard everything about what's going on, I just wanted to do like a simple yes or no regarding this case. So I want to pull on the energies of both the stepfather and the mother of Sebastian Rogers, and I want to ask Spirit this question. Spirit, I want to ask, pertaining to the parents of Sebastian Rogers and pertaining to everything that I had explained, is it accurate that they had something to do with Sebastian's disappearance. His disappearance. Okay. So, all right, guys, so we have no doubt. No doubt. All right, y'all. Okay, so I feel like stopping right there. Again, I don't know what you guys have heard. I don't know if there is another tarot oracle reader that did a reading on the story. This is another one of those cases where I'm curious because I want to see if this person said something similar to what I say. But long story short, I do feel like that the parents are definitely sketchy. There is more to it than what is going on within the story of this child. And again, I'm not hoping for the worst. We're not hoping for the worst. I was thinking that this could have been a case where he was actually taken and he was being held captive with someone that refuses to, you know how, what's that girl's name? Ooh. Elizabeth Smart. I was thinking it would be one of those cases that he's held captive, he's adopted into these Looney Tune families, he's going to come back like a grown person and someone is going to identify him. I'm still thinking that. I don't want it to be true. I don't want to hear the story one day on the media to say, hey, they have found Sebastian Rogers' body buried somewhere. I don't want it to be that indicator. And I did not mean, I didn't purposely pull these out. Again, y'all, these cards came out. I asked Spirit what they wanted me to know, and the cards had fell out. And that's the response that I got on my end. So with, I'll put these over aside. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this reading. As always, if you guys are new to my video, if you'd like to leave a comment on your thoughts and opinions regarding this reading or regarding the case of Sebastian Rogers, you're more than welcome to comment down below. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. I don't normally pull on, like crime cases, although I was thinking about it, of doing that. I wanted to do Ayanna Sawyer to get a little bit more in depth because that story to me was very intriguing. And I don't know, I may just start doing it on the side to take a break off the celebrity readings. But if you have a crime story you would like for me to do a pulling on, you're more than welcome to comment that down below. I prefer to see them rarely, because to me it's an indicator that it pulls in negative energy. But I just decided to do this because I was interested myself. This story had intrigued me. So if you do have one, feel free to comment down. I may do it, I may not do it, just depends on how I feel, because when it comes down to a case, it can be very troublesome in the gut area. All right. Other stories, other requests, if you have a celebrity request that you would like for me to do a pulling on, you're more than welcome to comment down below. I will write them down in my journal, and I will let you know. I will reach out to you, let you know when it has been completed. New readings debut now. New readings debut once every Wednesday. and once a Sunday, once a Wednesday. New readings debuted. My series Love Neon with Celebrities, those episodes come out on Friday. Like I stated in my announcement, I'm a little bit behind on those episodes, but you guys will get updates. If you follow me or subscribe to me on my channel, you guys will get updates. Feel free to like the video. If you enjoyed the video, please give this video a like. If you enjoy me from day one, you're more than welcome to subscribe to me. And don't forget to hit that notification button. That way you won't miss an episode or post from yours truly. I will ask you guys also if you could share. I will allow for you to share this reading upon Sebastian Rogers. Spread the word. And I would like to say on my end that for those of you that watched this whole video of me doing a reading on Sebastian Rogers, I will add the poster to the screen. But if you guys know anything that could contribute to the case of Sebastian Rogers, please feel free to contact the authorities. Sumner County Sheriff's Office. His name would be Lieutenant Brandon Clark. 615-451-3838. I know that they would not mind getting any new information pertaining to this case. From what my understanding, there is a $50,000 reward for anyone that will give any information out pertaining to Sebastian Rogers, whatever they may need in order to find this sweet child. So please feel free to do your part. I just wanted to share that on here as well. Follow me on my social media, Instagram and TikTok. I am mainly on TikTok. From what I heard is that TikTok is going through a ban again. But while we're going through this crisis, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on my Instagram, Virgo Sun Oracle Reader. The names of both pages are linked down below, but feel free to follow me on both. Okay, you guys, I think that's all that I need to say. And lastly, I want to say thank you guys so much continuously for your support. Welcome to any new followers that may have followed me during this period of time. Again, let's keep Sebastian Rogers in our prayers, okay? Let's keep him in our prayers. And if there's a case, like God forbid, let this sweet baby have justice, okay? All right, guys, I've got to go. And I forgot to mention in the last video, the card decks that you have saw in this video will be down in the description below. All right, you guys, I gotta go. And as always, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.